Standing for a moment of silent reflection, please. Thank you. Looking for a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting held on February 15, 2022.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Salka with a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Woloski with a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I'll just note that I will abstain from that because I was not here. Thank you, Bob, for running that meeting. You did a good job. Moving on to the next agenda item, item number 7. I'm going to look for subcommittee reports. Before I do, I'm just going to read a little statement that was encouraged to us to read prior or at the start of every planning and zoning meeting by the town attorney. Good evening and welcome to tonight's planning and zoning meeting. Tonight's meeting of the Southington Planning and Zoning Commission. My name is Robert Hammersley. I'm the chair of the commission. I would like to take a few moments to explain the meeting format. Aside from administrative items, tonight's meeting is comprised of 2 parts, a public hearing and a business meeting. During the public hearing, the applicant will present the application to us in detail, which will allow the commission members and the public the opportunity to better understand what is being proposed. The commission members may ask questions during the presentation if needed. Then we will ask members of the public who support or oppose the application to speak. If you wish to speak, please raise your hand and wait to be recognized by the chair. Once recognized, come forward to the podium and state your name and address for the record. Please address all comments directly to the chair and not to the applicant or other members of the public. Please be advised, this is your opportunity to ask questions and make comments on the application, because once the public hearing is closed, no additional testimony from the public or the applicant will be permitted. It is important to maintain order and decorum at all times during the meeting. After everyone has had a full opportunity to speak, all questions have been answered and all information has been received, the commission will decide whether it is appropriate to close the hearing. We will not consider voting on an application until the business meeting. During the business meeting, we will deliberate on the application submitted to the commission and decide how to act on it. The commission may, 1, approve the application as submitted, 2, approve it with stipulations, conditions, or modifications, 3, table the action for a future meeting, or 4, in some cases, deny the application. 4 affirmative votes of the commission are generally required to approve any applications. If you have to leave the meeting before a decision is rendered, you may call the planning department tomorrow afternoon to get the results of tonight's meeting. So with that, let's open it up to any members of the commission who have reports on their subcommittee. Commissioner Santago.
Just that the town council last night approved the money and the attempt that I spoke about last time for our regulation revisions. So it was a unanimous vote on the council, which is a great thing. How about that? And was received very positively. So thank you for Mark Shota, who pleaded our case for us. So it's good to have an attorney doing that. And thanks to Mary Ellen for bringing this forward. And so Mary Ellen, we'll just get together about when we'll meet next and meet with who we selected and all that kind of thing. And then we'll report back for that. But that's very positive to us. So very, very exciting about that. That's it.
All right, good for you, Peter. I'm glad to see you guys are moving forward
Yeah.
on that. Any other commission subcommittee reports? Christina Volpe, go ahead.
We have a date set for the food truck subcommittee meeting. It's going to be Tuesday, March 22nd at 4 p.m. virtually. And I'll be sending the invite to everyone on the commission. If they want to sit in or participate long-term, you can gauge that by coming to our first meeting.
All right,
I just got the confirmation, so I'll be emailing all of this to Mary Ellen as well.
322.
good news. Glad to see that's moving. Anyone else? on the
Mr. Chairman?
322, March 22nd, Tuesday
Tuesday.
at 4 p.m. You're welcome.
Christina, the only thing I would say is if you're going to have a quorum, we probably will want to file an agenda.
True. So maybe I won't send it to all of you.
Yeah. First one.
Keep that in mind. That we,
I appreciate you, Mary Ellen.
No, that's true.
That would have been
Or just
beyond my
manage the
novice.
attendance, Christina.
Correct. Not everyone can come to my party.
Yeah,
Sorry. Even though there will be food trucks there. It's
Just like
I know,
high
of all
school.
the meetings we can't go to. That's
the one
one.
where we eat. We all love to eat.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We won't be eating virtually. So thank you, Mary Ellen. I appreciate that.
thanks, Christina. I'm glad to see you moving on that. Commissioner Salka.
Just a note that the town council, we presented to the town council or submitted the approval for purchase of the East Street property. That was approved unanimously by the council at last night's meeting. And tomorrow, Thursday night, we have another meeting of the Open Space Committee, and there's a couple of pieces of property that may be on the agenda as well.
Awesome, awesome.
Awesome.
Anything else from anybody? I'll just let you know, Tessa, I didn't talk to you about this before, but Tessa and I did have a conversation after our last meeting. As a member of the Committee of the Chairs, which is a group of chairmen of all the boards and commissions in the town that are held every month. One of the things that came up, including the chairman of the Board of Education, and also attended by the superintendent of schools for Southington, Mr. Medancy. One of the things that came up in that conversation was that they're going through a redistricting process right now. And Tessa and I had a conversation. She expressed an interest in representing the Planning and Zoning Commission with that group. I put her in touch with both Steve Medancy and Colleen Clark. I think that you guys have been in regular communication, but thank you, Tessa. I think that's an important thing to just have that communication amongst other things, but I think it's important too for things that are going on here, certainly influence things that are going on or will go on with the school system as well. So thank you, Tessa, for taking that up. And as information comes up you want to share, you're encouraged to do that. So, okay. All right.
Excited to do it.
Yeah, great. Anything else from anybody? All right, let's move into the public hearing. Item A, Sarah Simone, home occupation application for a cottage food license, property located at 44 Bishop Avenue, owned by Bishop Avenue Associates in an R12 zone, HO 82. Is the applicant present? You want to come up and just your name and your address and just let us know what your plans are.
Yeah, my name is Sarah Simone. I live at 44 Bishop Avenue. I'm looking for a cottage food license to make and sell cakes and cupcakes.
All right. Okay, wedding cakes, I heard?
Yes, preferably.
All delivery?
Yes.
No traffic going in there? Okay. Anything else? That's about it, right?
I got talked out of bringing cupcakes, but I would have.
We hear that from everybody who
close.
Really?
I ask every time somebody comes, you
I
bring
wanted
anything?
to. Ugh. Didn't know the level of formality.
Yeah. Any questions for members of the commission
Oh,
to the applicant?
very sad.
Seeing none, Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone here tonight who'd like to testify in favor of this application? Go ahead. Again, your name and address.
I'm Ben Reed. I also live at 44 Bishop Avenue. As a partner and tenant, I can attest to the fact that the people of Southington would truly enjoy her creations, and I just think it would be a great thing for everybody. So.
Thanks. Any questions? No? Anyone else who'd like to testify in favor of the application? Anyone who'd like to testify in favor? In favor? I assume you're in favor because you're sitting together, but maybe not. I don't know. Just give us your name and address, and
I don't live in Southington.
that's fine.
My name is Cheryl Simone. I'm at 40 Howland Road in West Hartford, Connecticut. I've tasted almost everything that Sarah has baked. I'm her mother, and I can assure you that her business would be a great benefit to the town of Southington.
Sure it will be too. Thank you. Is there anyone else here to offer testimony in favor of the application? Anyone here to testify against the application? Seeing none, is there any reason to keep this open? Seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. Item 8B, Anthony Properties Realty Incorporated, Brian Shu, applicant Gary B. O'Connor, Pullman and Conley LLC, agent, petition to enact a zoning regulation amendment of text to revise certain regulations pertaining to a mixed-use transitional zone to further the possibility of successful development. Zoning Amendment 613. My understanding is the applicant has requested a tabling.
Correct.
We got a motion to table this.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Should we open up the public hearing, Mary Ellen, or did I
You can
just do
open it
that?
and then just table it. There's no discussion.
Okay, I think I just opened it. So
Well said.
we have a motion for Commissioner Salka to table. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Clark. Any discussion? See none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, moving on. To our business portion, item 9A, Sarah Simone, home occupation application for a cottage food license property located at 44 Bishop Avenue, owned by Bishop Avenue Associates in an R12 zone HO 82. Is there any discussion on this? Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we approve HO 82.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Tedesco with a second. Is there any discussion?
Just an understanding that it'll be home delivery and there'll be no signage on the property.
Okay. I think that's reasonable. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Mary Ellen, can you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Tedesco?
Yes.
Commissioner Volpe?
Yes.
Commissioner Clock?
Yes.
Commissioner Wilowski?
Yes.
Commissioner Santago?
Here, yes. Here.
Vice Chair
Yes.
Salka? Vice Chair Salka?
Yes.
Chair Hammerson?
Amber Lazy, yes. 7-0, motion passes. Congratulations. Best of luck to you. Item 9B is tabled.
Yep.
Item 9C, release of a 15,000 bond in lieu of site plan compliance, Pro Realty at 161 Canal Street, SPR 1805. Mr. Grappone, is this ready for action?
Ready for action. This is Sign Pro's new building.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Any discussion? Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, make a motion that we approve SPR 1805.
We have a motion. We have a second.
Second?
Commissioner Clark with a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mary Ellen, can you call the roll, or do we do a voice vote on this?
Voice
vote?
votes.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes. Item 9D, request for a 90-day extension to file a Mylar 136 Curtis Street S1330. Mary Ellen, you have something on this? I saw the memo in the documents, but you want to just
Yeah,
talk about
it's,
it?
this was the, industrial subdivision off of Curtis Street. They just, I think, just don't think they're ready
He's
to.
looking for an
file it.
extension.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any discussion from members of the commission?
I don't understand I don't understand.
They have 90 days to file the Mylar from the time of approval.
Yeah, it's Mr. Chairman, it's deals with financing issues right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
We're good?
So it's like this.
Any other discussion? Do we have a motion?
Mr. Chair, make a motion we approve S1330.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
Santiago with a second. Is there any discussion? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, administrative items. Anything here? Anyone? Mary Ellen, anything? I will note that Mary Ellen did circulate about a week ago the schedule for the upcoming hearing on the affordable housing plan. So I think at preceding our next meeting on the 15th, we have a brief discussion on that. I think we'll be presented with a first draft of what that looks like, and I assume that
That'll come.
members of the commission will get that sometime in advance of that meeting, so they have time to read it and digest it and look at it and think about it. So come prepared to talk about that. You only,
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
He does, he has a hard stop that day, so he's got another meeting at 8.
yeah, we have a hard
so-
stop too, so.
Yeah, so I'm just saying,
Seven,
the more ready you guys are, the better. That'll-
Yeah, that's why I'm asking that people come prepared for it. We only get a couple bites at the apple on that one, so just try to take the time to look at what gets sent to you and think about what it says and whether you have any questions, that kind of stuff.
And I don't think there would be anything, I mean, if you have any questions ahead of time you want to shoot to me, I can send them to Glenn ahead of time as well.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'll get you the plan. If you do have them ahead of time, just let me know.
That's a good idea. Commissioner Tedesco?
I just want to say that I'm going to be trying to engage stakeholders, home gardeners, people that farm for the farming culture in Southington and in the town. So hopefully I'll be able to put a stakeholder meeting together in late April, early May, just to kind of solicit input of what people would like to see in the town.
Okay, I think that part of
They're
his,
already-
part of his process was to reach out to certain stakeholders, so I don't know whether that included any members from the farming community in town or not, but
I think we might be talking two separate items at this point.
Yeah.
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 I think
This
you-
is a generality.
Oh, so that
Oh,
doesn't
this-
really
no,
confirm
no,
town-
generally.
This is a different.
It's completely
doesn't have to
separate.
do with the affordable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
was-
confused.
Yeah.
How does this pertain?
Let's move on. So we're done with affordable housing.
Yeah, I thought so. I just
Now,
wanted the
Commissioner
opportunity
Tedesco.
before we ended.
Okay.
Yeah,
Commissioner
I apologize.
That's okay. You jumped the gun a little bit, but
Yeah.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Commissioner Santago.
So the first meeting before our meeting, So 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
We have an hour. Is that public hearing where we're soliciting from the public, or is that a presentation to us only?
First one is a public workshop for you guys. Just, it's a workshop for you guys to talk about the plan. No public
Workshop
hearing.
for us.
Right, it's open to the public because there's a quorum. of
Correct,
you.
but it's not, we're not soliciting
Not at this one.
testimony
I
at
think the
that.
second
So
one
the
is-
next one is public hearing once people can digest what was said at that one. So that's kind of how the schedule's going to go. All right, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. Now, we're done with
Yes.
affordable housing. Everyone all set with that one? Yeah. Commissioner Tedesco would like to talk just about
apologize for the
farmland. So
fork,
that's
but-
okay.
Yeah, so we're just going to be soliciting stakeholder engagement. Anyone who farms or is interested in farming, what you'd like to do, if you want chicken coops, just what you want out of your property in the town. If you're interested in anything related to farming, I'd love to hear about it.
Okay. I would just encourage you, Nick, to work with Mary Ellen on that because she
Yeah.
might have some connections that she can put you in touch with. And just in terms of legalities of a meeting, you want to make sure that you cross the Ts and dot the Is on that.
For
one.
sure.
All right?
Sure.
Okay. I know you, I know you do it. I just want to say it.
I spoke with Alex already about it a little bit, but
Okay.
I just wanted to put it on everyone's radar.
Okay. Okay. You get that, Mary Ellen?
Yes.
All right. Anything else under administrative items? Any members of the commission? No? Items scheduled for a public hearing, Mary Ellen?
You want me to read the
Couple
entire
things?
thing? Or just summarize this? That's okay,
Summarize.
right? Okay. So we have two, actually three, that will need to be scheduled for public hearing. The Southington Water Department special permit for a new drinking water treatment building at 177 Dunham Place in an R80 zone. We have AA Denorfio Building and Development petition to change a zoning district boundary from an R40 to an arch zone at 570 Meriden Waterbury Turnpike. We also have a third one. It's also a new application that came in for 445 Lazy Lane. It's a 2-lot re-subdivision.
Mr. Chairman, question for Mary Ellen.
Yep.
This application 11 for the D'Onofrio development, is that connected to an existing? When I looked at it on Global Earth, it looks like it's an addition to or an extension of what's already there. Isn't there some new housing going right there as well?
There's an adjacent development to
Okay.
it. Is that Hillcrest, Jim?
Yeah.
Hillcrest.
It's next door to Hillcrest,
Okay, thank you.
but no connections. There's a vacant, I think it's vacant property.
They're still developing Hillcrest. Like that's an active construction going
Yeah, it's an
on.
ongoing,
This would be south of that.
Yeah.
south of that.
Okay.
All right. Anything from members of the commission on any of those? Receipt of new applications. Again, it's the water department. Looks like it's the same thing there.
Correct. Or-
Nothing else?
Well, just the 2-lot re-subdivision.
Yep,
at Lazy
got
Lane.
it.
Yep.
Okay, looking for a motion to adjourn.
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Got a motion. We second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Rock on.
This is a record.
No, it's not.
Since I've been on the commission, this is a record.
Record's
Walk around in circles for like 2
Well,
hours.
We would have
record
gotten,
is 10 minutes under Zan.
we had a meeting that was, what?
It is Mardi Gras.
7 minutes?
Oh, really?
yeah, but you didn't have to read that whole.
That was
We should have a
Mardi
plaque
Gras
in here just for that. You know? For the greatest we've
to
been.
strive for.
Yeah. Goals, the record, just for us. Well, my kid will be glad.
Yeah. I heard.
Water works before I left.
Night, guys.